pregame is so we can just quickly go out. Don't try to force it now.
Yeah. Look at him.
Ready to get it started, nigga.
Oh,
Hey.
God.
Man, I'm feeling magnificent. I'm feeling exuberant.
Man, you stop trying to set us up. So
I'm feeling wonderful. I'm feeling prestige.
You
What
feeling
up, y'all?
You feeling magnifique?
There you go. That's the one I was looking for.
Magnifique.
Magnifique. How you brothers feeling?
Man, I'm feeling wondering. Yo, we ain't gonna get into how we feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's my stitch. All of a sudden, you doing me like you really out of pocket tonight.
You just don't know, man.
You don't know your lane tonight, bro.
I don't know my name. Oh
And
my goodness.
When I get an opportunity behind camera, I'm gonna grind you up. Ooh, I'm gonna grind you up, bro.
Pause that, OG. Pause that.
Oh no homo on that. You know what I mean, bro.
All right, yeah, I'm already hip.
Don't try to.
What's happening in America?
Yeah, man. You know what? I thought about it like yesterday. You know, I'm just coming back off this COVID shit, so I'm trying to get this money up. So yesterday they asked me to work. Can you work overtime? It's the afternoon guy, and I was like, yeah, I'm with it. And then I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I got mask off at 8:00. I cannot do this. So I was out here trying to get these Krabby Patties.
How long did you get before you recognized it that you did that?
This morning I'm sitting down in my new chair, relaxing,
making time.
You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, wait a minute. Today is Friday. Can't do that. You know what I mean?
Can't do that.
But
so you asked for the double, but then had to call off the double.
No, I didn't ask for it. You know,
it was offered. You accepted
the
double,
and I was going for it. I was about to get money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Got to stack it up.
Yeah, man. I'm feeling good, man. You know, matter of fact, let's get into it. This is Mask Off, Big Tone, episode 78, Game Time. You know what I'm saying? We got the usual suspects here. My young boy, what it do? Holla at him.
What up, Mask Off family? We in the building. It's good to see y'all. It's good to be seen. It's good to be alive. It's good to strive. My name Malachi.
You reaching. Oh my God, you reaching, bro.
Wow. Why you hating on me, OG?
Yo, how was your week, bro?
Man, my week was good.
Matter of fact, what's up with Jake? What's up with Big Jake?
Oh, man. Great way to start it off. I watched Big Jake Tuesday at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle. And they had a Detroit to LA competition. My man Jake murdered it, man. I was so proud, so impressed, so inspired by his craft, by his work. His set was flawless, man. The way he maneuvered through it, he had the crowd in his hands, in the palm of his hands, doing what he wanted him to do. And he was himself. That's what I loved about it the most, man. So big salute to the homie Jake for being in his bag, man. He done made me increase my hustle on the comedy tip. So yeah, big salute, man. Ever since I got back in the game, it's been Jake. Jake pushed me back in. So big ups to him, man.
Comedy tip, this guy.
Hey, on the stand-up tip, you feel me? Like every
language up.
Yeah,
I got Dan. I keep saying, man, I got to get back out there, man, because it's a lot of people shucking and jiving and shucking. I need to get back out there, man. I got so much.
Can't respect us.
Right, he just can't. He can't.
Oh my God!
You can hear the hate. You can hear the subtext hate in his voice.
Like, it's only toward you. It's only
I know.
Toward you.
I know. I'm already hip.
You know what I mean?
Hey, thank you, Dan, for putting that in the chat too, so you can see it direct. Live and direct. And you see, he ain't hearted, he ain't respond nothing. Like,
yeah, I said that.
We on for Wednesday.
Yo, mask off, Dan. What it do, my friend?
Yeah, what's good, y'all great, y'all great. I'm good. We were talking about job tone, man. I had a crazy couple weeks where I was like 2 weeks away from not having my job no more, but then somehow it kind of like fixed itself. But man, like you talking about some, I was stressed out for a good month right now. So,
Wow.
I'm a firm believer, man. Nobody should go to work stressed. Nobody should be taking none of that stuff home, man. That's why I put a post up. I believe it was a week ago. You know what I'm saying? If you're not happy with your job, find another one. You know what I mean? And I got a whole bunch of comments. And one of the comments I got, you think it's that easy?
all right, we about to get distracted, but yes, yeah, I'm I'm with you, Tom. It's like you don't gotta stay there and just like uh, yeah, like that. I mean, this is still your life too, you know. So it's like you do the job to get the funds to like live a life. So it's when the job takes away from that, like really start to plan out what's your next step.
Yeah.
Plus that next step does not have to be next month, but you can at least start to plan that out. So
Yeah. I totally agree. Yeah. And keep going because it's a continual thing. So make the adjustments, you know.
yeah,
You know what I learned over the years of working jobs that I really didn't fucking like working. You got to know when to go to, and you
Yeah.
always got to have a backup plan already on the move. So when you lay it on the table, look, man, I'm the fuck out of here because you start 2 days after that at another gig. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
there.
You got to be prepared, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, these agencies do not care about you. And I think that's one of the main issues that we have today when it comes to this economy. And they put it on nobody wants to go to work, everybody getting a PPA loan. The beautiful thing about that was everybody became an entrepreneur. And entrepreneurship, that's the American way. But they don't want you to do that. They want you to be a worker bee instead of a boss. So you have to make a decision who you gonna be. You gonna be a worker bee or you gonna be a boss. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I choose boss any day over being
Every
somebody
day.
else's worker bee.
Every day of the week.
You know what I mean? So that's how I'm kicking it, and that's cool.
Yeah,
My week was great, man. You know what I'm saying? And only way to top this week off right is if we get the motivational minute popping. Let's go,
Yep.
Malachi.
What it do, y'all? What it do? Today's motivational minute is about playing to win the game. When it's game time, you got to be focused. You got to be focused from start to finish because you can lose power if you get off your game. So you play to win by staying focused. You play to win by learning from your mistakes. You play to win by having the mind of a champion. Champions win in whatever situation they are in. So play to win the game. Don't just play it for fun. That's your motivational minute.
yeah, that's great, man. That kind of goes back to what we were just talking about too, with like your job too. It's like just planning your next step out. So you know you're at this job that you don't like. You know it's going to take 4, 5, 6 months to find like a new job. You got to start to you need to start it.
Right.
You need to start that planning.
You know what? Some people, man, they take on a job for whatever reason they take it on, and they pretty much get comfortable with it, and they deal with everything at the job. Next thing you know, they're there for 5, 6 years, and they're the biggest complainers, the biggest negative person there. And I'm like this: if you know you need to go, it's time to make that move, man.
Mhm.
You can't sit around and just be a negative force, a negative energy, man. You find a lot of people end up being that at these jobs. And that suck for new people that come in too, because you suck all the motivation out of me. You know what I mean? I don't want to do this
Right.
shit because that negative energy it weaves through. It'll become a part of you too.
That's for sure. That's for sure. And you become toxic. You become toxic at that point because you in your own way and you not really living out your truest joys, your truest desires. So you become toxic to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we don't even know that. So you gotta stay focused to what you need to be doing and play to get what's best for you. That's how you play to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, always got to look out for yourself first in every situation. You know what I'm saying? So you can win the prize.
Yeah. Plus, sometimes you can get sucked into that little like that little group, that little clique of just folks that complain, and then like you look up and you just like them now. It's like how do you break that?
Yeah. You went took on 8 issues, and you 6 months in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you even talking about this? You don't know what happened 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You don't know
Right.
how Cheryl got fired, but it happening now.
Man, must have struck a chord.
Yeah, that must have struck a chord, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyway, man, it's a lot goes on in these jobs. That's why if you feel like you need to make a move, look, start planning your exit. Not yesterday, but today. You know what I mean? I don't even know how I got on jobs with us. We was having a discussion.
The game time quote. The game time quote. And going back, yeah, being on top of your game. Going to a few comments here.
Yeah, let's go to the comments, man. I feel like I want to do something new today. Let's go to the comments. I feel some comment energy.
C. Barron.
Oh, C. Barron in the house. What up, dog? Congrats to Jay. That's what's up.
Oh, sick. This
pandemic was a blessing and showed a lot of people because it showed people to value quality life over being a robot. True that.
Yeah. A lot of folks lost their job in this time, and they really had, to try to make something good from it all. Like they had the time to sit back and rethink their life. So yeah, it's a good point.
I think one of the major things with people that own a corporation is the fear of being like the little guy. And the little guy, it was motivation for them. Like, I want to be like the big guy. So I think the roles got reversed in that. Like, we got forced to go back to this so-called normacy that we had during the pandemic. But I really feel like people were scared to find a new norm. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we at today. Like, when you push, well, go back to school. You know what I'm saying? Send the kids back into school or go back in the job. No, it don't help create a new norm. We in a digital world. We're not moving toward that as much as we should be, in my point of view.
Yeah. Things have changed, and we really gotta. We need to accept that and not try to go back to 2019 because that's not going to happen.
Yeah, we got any more comments?
Yeah, I got the Facebook chat open. We got Tom Schultz in the building. Game time. He said Big Tom has prior.
Hold on with him. Do we got anybody else in any other chat before we get down?
Why you trying to treat Game Time?
Because I'm feeling some type of energy with him. You know what I mean? Already. I feel like I want to do something. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I'll look.
Do we got anybody else before we get to him?
Let me see. In the Planet Ant chat, we got Von Wink. He said a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
He talking about the job thing.
Talk about the job thing. That's what's up.
He's talking about what he's saying is best to keep the job you got than try to look for something else. But we're saying keep the job you got while still looking. Don't just leave it and then look.
Right.
All right. Where's Jake?
He said Von Wink said not everyone is cut out to be a boss.
Yeah, I get that. I feel that energy with you. Winky Dink.
Yep, we got you gonna like this one, Tom. When was the last motivational minute Malachi had that wasn't about staying focused?
What's that? That's Winky Dink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, Von Wink, everything in life goes back to focus.
I told you
Everything.
he'd be cutting into you. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? I told you.
a brother like me, I'm too smooth to be cut in two. You feel me? So
So are we done with any other chats except
that's what we
Facebook?
got.
One more for Kit.
Hey guys, I'm here
Hey,
with you guys. What's up, kid?
Hey, Kit.
what's up, kid?
All right, so here we're gonna do. I want to do something different. Shout out.
What did Tom say?
That's
Right.
where I'm going. That's where I'm going.
Fine.
So when we do something different, I feel like I want to pull my man Tom from the comments into the show. Are you ready?
What?
I'm doing it.
What did he say in the comments first?
Oh shit! You want to do that?
Right.
Let's
he said
go.
Big Tone has those priorities. Mask off before money. Yeah, baby. Jake Russell, shout out. He killed it on stage. He really had the best 5 minutes I've seen. Yeah, I agree. It was definitely the best 5 minutes of that night for sure. So, by the way, game time in the house. I'm here for the good weeks. Oh yeah, that gossip train has left the station, and I'm on board. Drama.
How do you get so many comments in so lot of time?
Yep. He said, Psh, I've been rethinking my life since I'm 2 months away from 34 years old. Time to get busy living or get busy dying. I've been more motivated over COVID-19 to get on with my goals in life. Yes, sir. Play to win.
Good topic.
Graham Leslie said, hashtag stay focused.
What's up, Graham?
What it do? He said, Tom said, rude to cut me out. Yeah, exactly.
That's all me, but I feel something, Tom.
Yeah.
Feel something.
Tom said, hashtag Winky Dinks. Haha, Tom on hold. He said, right. Let me on there. I want to chat it up.
All right, here we go. I'm feeling mystical this night. I'm feeling like I want to pull somebody out of the chat. And I'm going to pull my man, Game Time. Let's go.
Wow.
Yes. Salute, my brother.
Hey, comment, champ. I like that. Hey, he's the undisputed.
He had to keep his crown, apparently.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
Game time is in the building. Yeah. Hold on. I got you. Hey, there we go.
Being so we pulled you from the chat, my brother, we just want to say thank you for being in the chat. Thanks for blowing it up. Thanks for being a great support. And from Mask Off, including Big Jake, you know what I'm saying? Because Mask Off can't be Mask Off without all four of us. But we just want to say thank you. Thank you to Graham Leslie. Thank you for all the people that's been rocking with us from day one. You know what I'm saying? That's DJ Touch. That's Aria. You know what I'm saying? Corn. Everybody, man, just thank you. But it's not about them. It's about Tom right now. Von Week. Von Weeky Dink. Thank you for rocking with us.
Yeah.
So, Game Time Tom, I guess we'll get into our group discussion then, featuring you.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Boom. Let's go.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, man.
So, my brother, you watched the show from what? 1 to 70, where we at? 78?
Yeah.
78 shows in, my brother. So tell us, what's your perspective on the show?
Really think this is like a really good effort, man. Like, I just really think there should be more platforms like this for Black people controlling the agenda, having a Black run show. I just really appreciate what you guys bring here. Like, it's just a real good representation. I'm just glad to see you guys doing it.
That's super dope, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. What's some of the highlights that watching the show that you remember?
My favorite is I saw those magical fingers. My favorite of all time was believe it or not, was the time where you guys chose to do a bye week, and Dan had to piece together a clip video, and he had all those highlights there. Like, I could tell that he had to make a highlight reel of like all the people did improv characters that came on there, like Drunk Unk and Dr. Mask, and like you basically got to see the whole progression of every person that came on the show. I was
Wow.
like, all right, I like this.
People like the clip show. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And
like,
we haven't done no characters in like a couple, like this last month. We ain't done no characters.
Well, you were here.
Oh,
they,
that's right.
They pretty much ran a whole show like a few weeks ago.
Oh, for real?
The
Wow.
characters carried the show.
yeah.
Put them on their back.
Yeah.
That's when I was down and out.
Yeah,
Wow.
man, just me and the characters at that point. Well,
Yeah, the characters are just like
Malachi too.
like the reason why I liked it gave me like callbacks to like Living in Color.
Okay. Okay.
I'll show stuff like that, like Mad TV type things. But you know, like it was just a little more fun, like seeing the characters come on at once. It was like a family reunion.
What's one of your favorite characters?
He hasn't been on in a while, but it's a Conspiracy.
Conspiracy Brother?
Yeah.
She's my favorite too. Bro.
Oh my
Dope.
God.
Yeah.
Can't stand. OG can't stand conspiracy.
That brother's so full of it. And then he be with the shits too.
Yeah, man.
Automatic.
My other favorite is who's that rapper? He comes on here and he's so aggressive. He basically looks like he's fam to you, Big Tone.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about bars?
Yeah.
Bobby Bars.
Yeah.
Bobby Bars.
We've tried to talk with him, but it's like each time he gets here, he just shuts us out and just
He's so hostile. Like,
I mean, it's like, man,
you can't.
So crazy.
He just started counting out of nowhere, and then it's like, yo.
you can't get a word out.
Every time he starts counting, it makes me think of that Coolio song, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, hit your lady on the floor.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, Big Toe. It looked like I stung that, and you were just like, I don't want to hear that song.
Shit, I don't know that song. That is. That sounds like a pop song, a Coolio pop song.
Yeah, that was like.
I think the only Coolio song I know is "Gangsta's Paradise."
Mm.
Yeah, that's about the only one I know.
Jake will be having a field day right now.
Yeah, I know, right? Because he's super commercial. When it comes to hip hop. You guys got any comments for Game Time Tom?
Oh boy.
Yeah, Tom. Yeah, I want to ask, man. So I know we talked a little bit about why the show, but I wanted you to talk a little bit about how being diverse, as we talked about a little bit in the pre-show, and the importance of that, and why you feel it's important to support this diversity.
Oh man, I mean, for me, it's real simple. Like, you can't start saying like you're having diversity and letting change happen, so you let the change happen. Like, this is like a real reality that I wake up every day, I'm white, I got privilege. Like, I have it every day. But if I want to go ahead and see the change in the world, I gotta let some of that go, and then let other people take control of that too. So to me, that's one of the reasons why I come on the show and blow up the chat, is that I'm not trying to steal focus. I just like the idea to contribute. And I like to see you guys thriving, because I'm just you're running and doing your own thing. I just feel like too much of the narrative is we want to see the change, but then we're not letting the change happen. So
that's dope.
Yeah, well said, man.
That's dope.
Really that's dope. Happening just across the board here. Like from shows and stuff to to a workplace where it's folks constantly talking about how I want to make things more diverse, but then it's like the whole senior staff is all white, and it's like, all right, so like, what is this about? And it's
You know what? You know what though? I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Planet Ant, for giving us the vehicle and the tool to give us this platform, so we could, pretty much do what we want to do as far as the show. We developed the show ourselves, you know what I mean? But they really kind of like, hey, look, you guys do what you want to do, and they've been one of the biggest advocates for us as far as supporting the show. So I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Planet Ant.
Yep, big salute. And Tom, man, I wanna thank you for the bottom of my heart, man, for being the comment champ. You know what I'm saying? So much so that you got your own hashtag, got your own, a mask off nickname. You feel me? So
I think that's gonna cause controversy, bro.
Hey, I'm showing love right now. I gotta give Tom his flowers
as we speak.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna. That was gonna start some controversy.
Hey, man, I gotta give Tom his flowers, man. Right. So big salute to you, man. Much love.
Appreciate it. Now I just started. We set a whole high bar that I got people gonna be trying to knock me down off of this.
He ain't.
Hey.
Yeah.
He don't chat as much as not chat.
Right.
Talk. He talk. Hey,
That's
Tom. When we reached out to you, we just started to talk about some topics and stuff. And then one thing that you brought up, saying your song of the week was "Return of the Mac."
Yes.
Can you explain what is going on with you right now? With
that is my shit, Tom. That is my shit.
It was like, so I go into my garage and I work on stuff every now and again in there. Mainly it's just like a bike and a car that I just can't seem to get to run. Believe it or not, I can't fix everything. But like I was listening to tunes and then like Return of the Mac came on, and when like you play the song until you're at the point where you're like, I don't want to hear it anymore. I haven't gotten to that point, so it's my song of the week right now. So
that's a dope song to have as a song of the week too.
Yeah.
Return of the Mac. Oh my God.
What type of songs have you had as your song of the week this year? I mean, we're just about done now, so
yeah. So believe it or not, at the beginning of the week, I promise you, it's not all hip hop, but the first song of the week actually was Skilo. I wish. Do you guys remember that? Like, there's a lot of catchy hooks in that song. Like, I wish I was taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl that looked good.
I will call her.
Something like that.
I will call her.
Yeah. Like,
I wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a 6'4" Impala.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like it's just so catchy. But like, if I have other music that like catches my ear a lot, now this is gonna be. I never told anybody this like on like a radio show.
Perfect time. It's mask off.
Yeah, so we're gonna reveal. Let's take the mask off. I listen to a lot of house music. So house music isn't like, your Detroit techno stuff. Like this stuff I'm talking about is like, this is kind of interesting. It's like basically what was disco in the 70s, and then disco, turned into house music. Particularly Black people really burgeoned house music in Chicago and New York warehouse scenes. So like, I don't know, it just became something that like I really liked. It just really kicks. Like it just actually shout out to Tam White and Andy Reid. Like I talked to them in like a web messenger chat, and like they really helped me feel comfortable knowing that this was the music that I've liked this music for 2 decades, but I try to like keep it super under wraps that I don't tell people about it.
No,
you can't do that. You gotta let people know, bro. It's funny thing, man. I was at work last night, and I was listening to Babyface, and we was working, and then this guy's like, "Yo, you here with a bunch of dudes playing Babyface."
So you ain't had the headphones. You playing it out loud for everybody to hear.
Yeah, I'm playing it out loud, and I'm like, music is music, man. And that's the point of what I'm saying, Tom. You like what you like, and if you like it, don't worry about what nobody else think. It's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's like, I want to stay in that moment though. I was like in Costco today, got myself a little drink because I was waiting for them to finish working on my car because they had to rotate the tires, because I get my tires there. I don't need to do the work if I don't need to do the work. And I was like drinking my drink, and there was somebody listening to their phone, like with the volume up. And I was like, I don't got no earphones right now either. So I was like, I cranked it up and I started listening to it. And I was like, in that moment, I'm feeling you, Lori. You're listening to Babyface.
Yeah, bro.
You know who loves that? Those dudes that ride the bikes with the lights.
Oh,
I'm not that guy though.
Yeah.
Man, they be
I hate
bumping.
I hate on that, bro. They do too much, bro.
downtown. I'm like, yo,
You hear that junk in your car clear like you playing it.
like, you trying to turn up your music to like fight it, but they
There's
got
no-
those expensive speakers or something.
That's just because Big Tone loves slow roll.
Yo, what? You know what? I'm not knocking the music. What I don't like is the ambiance. Like they do too much. They be like, Charlene, come on now. Come on.
They think they the coolest people on the road.
Yeah, they doing their own like crosswalk and all this stuff. Like, come on, just go, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm gonna double back, y'all. I'm gonna double back. Make sure everybody in the back good. No,
You can't compete with them.
they winning on these streets, bro. For real, they are winning. But I'm not a fan of all that. I like the music, but and then they took it to another level when they start having like people on the mopeds and the scooters doing it. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Not doing much. It used to be this guy, like when I lived in these apartments, right? And he would, I work midnight, so he would come around the bend in the back, and all you hear is this music. Bam, 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 bam. I said, this guy is the worst.
Oh yeah. Plus, you worked at Greektown too, like at night too. Tone.
Yeah, at one point I was.
Those 3-wheel bike people.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this: you will get locked up playing around down there.
Yes, you will.
You will get locked up.
Big Tone, I saw a sign that is in Greektown where it says like no bicycles or skateboards or something like that, and then it said no noise, and I was like, "This what?" I was like,
They don't want none of that shit down there.
What?
Look, we ain't dealing with y'all.
There's so many people that be down there doing the utmost ridiculous stuff, and then when they get locked up, they acting retarded. You know what I'm saying?
Greektown is bad. It's. We were supposed to talk about Greektown one week, because there were multiple times where like the cops just got into like straight up fist fights with people.
Man,
yo, I would always see my man Josh down there. Shout out to Joshy. I forgot his last name.
Oh, you talking about Josh Pope?
From the end, yeah, Josh Pope. Shout out to man Joshy. I always see him down there. He like, what's up? He'll just come up to me randomly. What's up, Tone? I was like, Joshy, what you doing down here? I'm down here. I'm like, that's what's up, bro.
I'm in these streets.
I'm in these streets, as I would say.
Hey, Josh low-key was in those streets. We ain't not gonna put his business out here.
Yeah, I thought he was on selling something down there. I'm like, no, I keep coming up. What's going on?
Man, maybe he's just down there to ride the people mover. Damn, Big Tone.
I don't know. I'm just saying. One of the things I hate though is those little scooter sprinter things people be on down there.
You're talking about the blue ones or like the bird scooters?
The birds. I hate those, bro. Like, and they're the worst.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that to body shame myself, because I don't even know if I can get on that joint and ride comfortably. But I hate them because they're the worst in traffic. And you got kids riding them joints, dipping in and out of traffic.
Oh yeah, it is.
They be doing the worst.
Yeah, it.
I'd be thinking about like taking mental bets when I see people on those, and they be like going for that puddle, and they try to cut through the puddle with that thing at like full speed. And I'm like, I bet myself $1 right now they make it.
Right.
Because you go through it fast enough, you're gonna hydroplane and slide. It's like.
So I hear you got a passion, bro. What's your new passion?
Oh, my new passion, man. This is I feel like this one will get really overlooked. like a lot of people wouldn't think about this, but like I broke it down over here where I have like a resolution list that I make every year.
Oh,
So
wow,
there's tape on
nice.
it.
Damn, that's a big ass list.
So there's like a paragraph. There's like a motivational paragraph. Like,
Oh shit! Not a
Oh,
motivational
you-
minute.
yeah.
You right up Malachi's lane right now.
But it was like,
you talking about list of goals, motivation.
Yo, don't
I
say
know.
too much. He might have to write that shit down too. He might
Right.
write it down.
Today's motivation minute. Put some tape on your goals and put it on the wall.
Yeah.
If I showed you the wall, there's 6 years of these damn things up there. It's just,
Game time.
Talk
but
about
like the thing about it is like the paragraph was about a reflection on the last 5 years where I was like, I realized I had been writing down goals. Like I would write down 5 or something, 7 goals here. And then I'd say, I got to knock out every one of these. But I was like, that's a real high bar, man. It's like I was telling myself, you got to do these for merit. Like you got to do these or otherwise you didn't succeed. And that wasn't really giving myself a lot of space to like, fail fast, maybe realize I don't want that, recover and just give myself space. And one of the goals on here, I have been killing it. I will say that is the last 6 years I started reading because like, I don't know, I finished my master's in like 2013 in automotive engineering. And I realized I can't really read. Like I can't really comprehend stuff. I wasn't really listening to people really well. Do you know what I mean? Like you listen to people for like emotional read. Like I know we've talked about this on the show in the comments where it's like, you go into a place and you realize somebody's angry and you can read off the body language or the tone, but I wasn't really listening to them. So I started reading books and I realized that there's some books that I don't want to read. And there are some books that I like to read. And it just happened to be that a lot of the books I like to read were about race and white privilege and trying to understand what the hell all this was about. And I was like realizing that I was kind of having my own moments where I was like waking up and realizing that, the American dream was afforded to me off of the exploitation of other people. So yeah, that's like the deep moment. I'm sorry just to do that, but Tom, get out of here.
Yo, that's interesting you say that though, man. Like what your perspective on that? Like go a little deeper with that. Like what's your perspective on that?
Books too.
Yeah, like I did like grab some of the books, like I know I haven't fully read this one, but I know Dan, we talked about this one was like Color of Law. So redlining. Detroit invented this, like redlining.
Yeah.
So, but this book is probably the book that hit the hardest for me. Like it's real short, but you got to read it a couple of times to really get what Baldwin's talking about. Like,
yo, his face cracking me the fuck up. And what the fuck?
Keep it going, Tom. Don't take him.
Yo, he like, what the fuck? Where am I? What the fuck?
You can't give anybody any respect, Dan.
Yo, yeah, it's just funny. He's like, what the fuck?
Like
that's hilarious. Hey, Tom, you put me hit to some books I gotta get catch wind of. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Definitely,
like,
man. Definitely.
There's like the 2 other books I was gonna give a shout out to were this White Like Me book. This book.
That's a good one.
Have you heard about this one? Like, yeah. This guy kind of blew up for a second because he like broke down like the origin of like like I think it was like the 1700s or 1800s, like 1700s or something, like how they figured out how to divide like classes of people and how they invented like the idea of like black race, white race, because they didn't really have that in Europe. And then he said like when they came over here, they realized that people were having like revolts and they were teaming up because they realized they were in the lower part of the class and they weren't getting treated right. So then they just said, hey, we're going to say that you can get some acres and go on these patrols and all this stuff. And I was just like, man, like he really got through to me. And then this book was like a fictional history thing. It's about like John, John Smith or not John Smith, damn, John Brown, World War or Civil War.
Yeah.
But it's a show. It was basically it became a show on HBO called The Good Lord Bird, and this book is amazing, man. Like this book basically takes you through the end of the Civil War, but from a black perspective of like a young black man who's like he's just trying to get out of it, and he's like teamed up with like John Brown, and he's just like he didn't want to be teamed up with John Brown. He like kind of there's like a whole biography about him and like the things that he did that were right, but the things that weren't right, and it was just like it really hit home to me because I lived in a lot of the parts of the South. Like I could almost trace all the history, like where they were going. And I really understood like where his mind was when James McBride was writing this. And, James McBride's a really well accomplished like author. Like this dude kills it. Like, so.
Yeah, you fucking blowing me away, my brother.
Man, for real.
You blowing me away. Like I wouldn't even, and this got nothing to do with your race or nothing, but I wouldn't even think that you would be into history like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just super dope. I love history. I love just knowing everything about history, whether it's white, black, whatever. I just find it very, very, very deep, bro. And just to find somebody else that looks at history from the same perspective I do, it's just amazing. We're gonna have to get together and check out some books together. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some books that I would love for you to check out. You know what I mean? Dan, you got something for Tom?
No, man, that's so dope. Tom, it's like just going a bit more deeper into this passion too. It's like what, because I know we talked a bit about just like your work too, just to learning how to really get through books and how to digest them, and just really you told me that like you really had to like reteach yourself like how to like really read.
Yeah, like when like you learn words in the dictionary. Like I'm not talking about like you read the dictionary like I can't just like read the dictionary and feel entertained. I was like just trying to read articles and you just get bored. Like I was just like I can't get this. Like the things I was trying to teach myself, like I got some stupid book over here about a random walk down Wall Street. Yo, this is nonsense. Like this is so boring. Like like
you giving shout outs and don't give these.
Yeah, like all I wanted to do was I wanted to keep my money and not lose my money. And I was just like, I don't get it. But like when I read stuff, it just wasn't sticking. And then like I had to like teach myself how I was like, what is it that I was like, what is reading about? And I was like, it can be about entertainment. And I didn't realize that. And it can be about things that you do want to learn. But you might need to find the person with the right narrative or perspective to help you understand that. You know what I mean? Like sometimes some authors just write and they just don't hit you. Like
that's one quick thing. So that happens in school too, where like kids don't like learn to like love to read because they're constantly having to read just the books that like the schools set out, which are all the same like type of like white books, the Shakespeare, the Grapes of Wrath, and all of those books. Yeah. Where it's like they don't get the read stuff that they might want to like that they might like find great.
Yep.
Yeah, Tom.
I think part of the issue is too, we live in such a world where everything is ADHD. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, as I'm talking to you, I'm looking at my tablet, I'm looking at my phone. So my attention span is I hear you, but I'm everywhere. You know what I mean? When I'm at work, I'm playing music, I'm doing things, so I'm everywhere. We're so ADHD, and I think about when kids get labeled ADHD, they are a reflection of us, meaning that they learn this behavior from somewhere. Like when I was a young parent, to kind of ease my kid in the moment, I would give him a tablet, and what I was doing was, or sit him in front of a TV. So now he taking on the same energy in which I had, where I'm flicking through the channel, I'm looking at the tablet, I'm playing the game. He's picking up the same energy. And the other day I just happened to notice, damn, he's a carbon copy of me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But when it comes to reading, they don't find it interesting because, like Tom said, it's not entertainment to them.
Mhm.
So they get stuck in, well, this shit is boring. I don't want to do this. Damn, look how long this paragraph is.
Mhm.
And to kind of follow up on what you were saying, Dan, about the schools don't have interesting things because they try to deal with subject matters that's universal. You know what I mean? They try to be politically correct. Like if you really start talking about some shit somebody really want to talk about, like let's just say like they just had Columbus Day. Like if you really talk about how Columbus didn't really discover shit, that would be a whole different thing. And I remember one of the first books that I I really embraced was this book called Lies My Teacher Told Me. I don't know if you guys heard of that before.
Yeah, I think I have.
And it debunked everything that they was teaching in the public school system. And
I can just see Tone seeing that book.
Yeah.
I will walk around like, see this shit? I knew this was some bullshit. I knew it.
He's got validation.
That sounds like a book, Tone.
Finally.
I knew what they were telling me was a book.
I want to hit off OG point about the ADHD, and I feel like social media. You kind of touched on it, but I think social media has a direct impact on that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're constantly feeding us this material. You know what I'm saying? And this, you jumping from app to app. You close your phone out, you open it right back to that same app. So that brings us all away from reading. That brings us all the way from enhancing our mind in those ways. And YouTube can definitely enhance your mind, but it's that reading and, like you said, being able to comprehend, being able to follow words and compute what it's actually saying, follow along. And that's a great point also, that it's not just history or bored, quote unquote, learning things or boring things, but you can read about whatever.
Mhm.
You know, and I think that has to be put back a highlight in our lives, because you're a better speaker, you can comprehend more, you can speak better, you know what I'm saying? You can have words to actually be able to use, you know, automatically when you read. So I'm just now understanding the discipline that it takes, and also the importance of it, because it takes a discipline to sit down and read a book in a certain amount of time and continue a book out, you know what I'm saying, reading it every day. So big salute.
Like one
The
of them.
hardest thing, like Tom said, you can read it, but can you comprehend what the hell you read?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a major thing too. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
one of the things I picked up with reading is that I really lucked out recently in the last couple of years. I met some people that like they really look at words and they talk about like what those like qualifier words mean, type of thing. Like, you know, when you look at a contract and it says like you shall do this, like when you like sign a loan or something like that. I didn't know what shall meant, like an implicate. I could read it in a dictionary, but I didn't know what it meant in practice. You know, I didn't comprehend what that meant. And I didn't realize an analogous word to shall was must. Yo, I'm telling you, this stuff is so dry that this was a passion. It is a passion of mine that took me 6 years to get to a point where I could understand words. And the reason why I'm mentioning that is that I realized you sign your name on a contract, and I'm like, what does that mean? Yo, you're liable. You own this. It says
Yeah.
shall. Then I realized words like may, could, should. Those don't mean contracts. Those mean you might do this. And I was like, okay, so now I start listening to people that when they say those things, I recognize their words, and then I hold them accountable to what they're saying or what they're asking me to do. And
So you understanding their language. You learning their language. That's what that sound like.
You can get tripped up into some stuff like that.
Trying to get caught up in something, I'm just like, I'm not trying to. So
yeah, man. One last thing too. You did start to connect that to like you did start to perform too. So like you connected the books to working on stage. So like learning how to like really read scripts too. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, like one of the things that like happened for me was I realized I was trying to figure out a way to like I was trying to read, but I was trying to enjoy it too, you know?
Mhm.
And like Malachi, I know you went through the rep. like we ended up going through the rep at the same time. We didn't even know each other, but we were in
Right.
alternate classes. Yeah. And the crazy thing is that like they would have you reading like plays by famous black people like Amiria Burkaka, who did like the Dutchman. That's like
Yeah.
that play, like that really put me onto it with this guy Will Bryson that's a teacher there. He really put me onto that. And then like Cassandra, like they would like they have you read these things like Down in Mississippi. Like I can just see these pieces and they would teach you Shakespeare in a different way. Like these are things that did not make sense to me when I was in high school. I was just like boring, like I don't want to read this, I don't get this. And once you started to have like that energy behind it, it really helped click to me that I was like, oh, this is the emotion you put behind these words. And I'll give you an example. How many times you've been on stage and somebody's like, yo, Dan or Anthony, give me sad, give me happy, give me glad. And I was just like, what does that look like? You know what I mean? I didn't know what that looked like. So it really gave me a sense of that when I started doing like acting at the rep. And
yeah, sharpens you as an artist and a man.
Yep.
That's dope.
Yeah. I didn't tell you guys about this, but like it took me when I started doing this reading thing, man. I picked one book and I tried to read it in a year. It took me 3 years to read it. And that book was George Carlin's biography by his daughter, Kelly Carlin. It took me 3 years to read that. And I wanted to read that. So I read that from 2013 to like 2016. And then the second book I read was that book that Big Tone liked, White Like Me.
Mm.
And then I got into reading James Baldwin stuff. And then I crushed The Good Lord Bird in like a month. And then I found a book club with like Andy Reid and people at the Planet Ant. So shout out to them. And like we just started reading books together and we just set a target, like a book a month. And it was like boom, 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 boom. And I was just like, you can do this, like read and comprehend. It takes work. You got to put the work in.
Yeah, like you said, that first book took 3 years. So just trying to build that is the hardest part. And like that could take years. So man, that's dope.
That's kind of like it's the same thing that my young boy do, where he started a workout. You know what I mean, walk this way. You know what I mean? He put in the work. You know what I mean? And it started off where it was slow, and then it gradually started improving because you start getting that energy, that exercise. Yep. So I just wanted to give him a shout out too. Boom.
Shout out to your son. Like.
No, to my young boy, Malachi.
Whoa. Malachi?
Yeah.
This whole time I thought you were talking about your son.
Right. I'm like, Game Time, don't disrespect me like that.
Hey.
Not this week. Not today.
Yo, man. But Tom, man, you've opened my eyes up completely from the comments to real life. And once again, from all four of us, bro, I appreciate you coming on the show. We appreciate you coming on the show. And yeah, I think you've changed, not even changed, but you opened our eyes to who you are as an individual. And we just thank you. You know what I mean? We was pretty excited about the possibility of you coming on, but this kind of affirms it even more with you being here, bro. So we appreciate you coming on, my brother. You know what I mean? I'm saying that to wrap up this group discussion
because we gotta go.
Because we gotta keep it moving.
I know.
And let's go to the comments. What we got popping in the comments?
Yeah, we got C Baron. He said, "What episode does?" Conspiracy Brother. He said, "What episode does Conspiracy Brother? Does Bobby Barr's premiere appearance?"
Oh wow,
good question.
Bars. That's a good.
This is like trivia night, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he in the 50s or the 60s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He came on a few times now. I feel like he came on 3 times.
Yeah, something like that. We got. You tell them how dude tried to hit you. They scooped him in that truck.
Oh, he talking about me when I was downtown. And somebody, this was on my road in Randolph. And I'm out there doing traffic. And these dudes in this truck go by, almost run my big ass over. You know, they caught the blick. Blip, blip. Got their ass together, locked them all up. You know what I mean? That's what he's talking about.
You were serving the law. They would have got double time and a fine.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah.
Greek town stories.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and shout out to C Baron too, man. You know what I mean? And I want to give a shout out to Major. That's one of my partners I used to be down there with, man. She got hit by she got hit down there, man. Fucked her up in the game. You know, shout out to her for a speedy recovery, man.
Dang.
That sucks.
Oh, we got more from C. Baron. He said, Tom actually looks for introspect of our ethnicity. If more people from the outside did what he did, civil unrest will be paralyzed.
Dope.
Totally agree. That's why I
Thank
salute
you.
you, Tom.
Appreciate it.
Children who have attention retention disorders are smarter because they build their neurological connections on important information and disregard or don't pay attention to irrelevant information.
Damn, he hit hard tonight.
That's what I've been trying to tell people. they
I get to take this off and.
Hey, C. Baron is hot tonight.
He hot tonight. You know what I mean? He ain't been around in some weeks, but he show up and show out.
Hey, salute, C. Baron. I see you with the fire. We got Von Week. He said, it's funny how Big Tone isn't obsessed with the group discussion opening jingle when Jake isn't here.
Weeky D on that shit.
Right. It's the details of Von Week, man. He said, any thoughts on the Georgia high school that suspended black students planning a protest against white students chanting racist slurs while hosting a Confederate flag? I didn't hear about that.
I mean, it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you hear these stories, and we in 2021 going on 2022, and the fact that we still having a discussion about race, like, but I feel like it's always going to be a discussion about race because I believe that's what white people tend to find as important. Race plays a common denominator in keeping black people where they at. And that's what it is. And that's my viewpoint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. One thing that I've seen too is that you start to see like where their lines are too. So it's like, yeah, okay, you can do this, and this. But when it comes to like living next door, or like when it comes to schools, they just start to lose their minds, man.
Or with each other. You see the lines with each other. Like, yeah, you know, Bob, you know, he's not like me. He don't live where I'm at. And, you know, he paid something amount of money for his house. You know what I mean? But at least he ain't a nigga. You know what I mean? So, you know.
Like the qualifying, like, what is it they call the model minority type of stuff? Like, when you hear that phrase, like, it's just toxic. Yeah, those people need to put that flag away, roll it up, and burn it. They don't need that damn thing. It's the past.
Yeah, but that goes back to the whole white like me book. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yep.
Von Wink again. He said, "What's Tom's percentage of accomplishments on his resolutions?"
Damn, man, asking for a scorecard.
Winky Dink, man. Winky Dink.
Winky Dinks.
He'll give you some bullshit to figure out.
I could tell him right now, man. Let's see, I got 7.
You wrote them down, but you need to do them too.
Yeah, get out of here, man. I got 5 of them done, Winky Dink. 5 of the 7 done. That's better than an F. That's like a C.
5 out of 7?
Yeah.
5 out of 7, that's a good B, ain't it?
Good
yeah,
B,
man, it's like a low B.
B's get degrees.
Yeah, and that's being conservative too.
B's get degrees is the term.
Right. We got he said, "Are you going to put Tom Schultz's books in the show notes?" We could do that.
Yeah, it sounds like Von Week enjoyed this episode.
Right.
No, he trying to get his ass on camera. That's what he's trying to do.
He said, "Are you going to put?" He said, "I thought Columbus Day was renamed Indigenous Peoples Day."
That
was
right there.
Yeah, but it's is it respected everywhere as Indigenous People Day?
I don't know.
You know, it's stuff take a minute to catch on.
Yeah.
It shouldn't.
He said, "Read something for pleasure in your own time and read what you're required to for school or work."
yeah, but you still need to build that skill to read what you need to read because it's
Yep. And he also said he gives you a B or A minus, Tom. So
Yeah, he
hey,
trying hard to get on the screen.
He's setting it a little low so that way I'm not hitting quite perfect. I appreciate it.
right. We have Graham Leslie said motivational paragraph.
Ah,
Yeah.
the next level.
You and Graham be
It
cutting
just
up, man.
says stay focused for the
Right.
Way back
We got
40 years.
Kit. She said, that's true about the children being much smarter because my son is 8 years old in the 6th grade. He has autism.
yeah, man. Those are just those are just like don't let like those names and stuff like hold you back like still go through and try to go through like the whole school system like the best way you can like the best way possible like don't let nobody tell you that you can't do anything like that.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think those titles are meant to put a stigma on
Yeah.
your confidence and your ability to progress. You know what I'm saying?
Automatically.
Because once you start labeling somebody, that's something you always think of in a negative sense anyway. Like,
Right.
You got booger hair. I got booger hair, but I don't even got no hair.
Yep.
Where'd that come from? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you got booger hair. What? Oh shit!
Yeah, they use those for harm a lot, but it's I mean when you think about it, the main goal is just to really show you like how that person learned. So it's like you gotta teach them the way that they know like how to learn. But a lot of people take those terms and they just toss you aside. Really,
One of the biggest terms that I heard was ODD. You know what that is?
Nope.
Oppositional defiance.
Oh, I heard of that one. That's just a term that they use in white schools for black kids.
Yeah, and that means your ass is just hard headed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Put your hard headed ass down. You know what I mean? That's all what that is.
I just like the thing. I'm like, it's like they compare people to people in schools, but not everybody's starting at the same starting line.
Yeah,
that's
like there's some people starting a whole lap behind. Like, and I'm not just always talking about like handicaps. Like, I'm just
just from like a messed up background too, or like not even like to start there. I mean, sometimes you got to go through school and go through some shit. It is like you can't keep up. So
I was just gonna say the last thing is like just give yourself some space from those people too. Like it's a hard thing to learn, but it's like you realize like you get to do stuff at your own speed. This is your life. Like, and it took me a long time to realize that. Quit trying to keep up with other people.
That's so dope. That's so dope.
Like,
are we done with the comments?
Yeah.
Yeah. we are getting sidetracked.
All right. Well,
I blame Von Week for his.
Yeah, you trying, baby. I see what you're doing. You trying, but Winky Dink, I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna go to the gym of the week and we go get up out of here. Game time, Tom, the comment champ. Give me a gym of the week, my brother.
Gem of the week. Yeah, I would do the Detroit rep. This place, I feel like this place just doesn't get known enough. Like it's just this quiet gem, and it's not so quiet. Like when you're in the place, I swear, you walk in those doors, you see all this velvet and stuff. It's like a time capsule into the 70s and 60s. It's amazing. The theater is so well run. The staff is so amazing. Like they have a real on point mission about democratizing the arts. These people are just on it. What's up? Sorry.
I totally agree with you. I went there like on a humbug trying to find something new before I discovered the Ant and Go. And I took my lady there like on a date. And we went there. And when we walked in, like it's on a block that has nothing else there. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And you go in, you're literally, as you said, in a time capsule. I was like, wow, where the hell am I?
Yeah.
Is that Sean sitting down?
I didn't think so.
He's built like Sean, isn't he?
That guy in the blue shirt, black guy in the blue shirt right there, that's Lynch Travis. He's like, I know he's a teacher, but I think he's a director too or something.
That's
Like,
crazy.
Yeah.
That look like me and Sean sitting down.
Yeah, Lynch. Shout out to Lynch Travis. He's
Yeah.
super dope.
Tom, please finish your segment.
Are you trying? Big Tom's trying to say he's Lynch Travis in that photo.
No, the black
Yeah.
guy that looked like me with the head, and that looked like Sean from the end.
Yeah.
But like I was saying,
Go ahead, Tom.
yeah, the rep, that place, I swear, man, it just needs more props and more props. Because the one thing that gets me about that place is it really gives a lot of opportunities, minorities, Black and Latino folk. Like, I mean, it's just the best, man. Like, every time I show up in those classes, I walk away feeling refreshed. When they had classes from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on a Saturday and you didn't want to wake up for anything, that was the one thing I looked forward to for 8 weeks.
Man, that's an intense
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
When do they have classes?
Normally they do them spring and not winter, spring and fall semesters.
So what's a good way to get their information so anybody that wants to find out,
You go to
we can find out?
go to the website. They got their like little application. Then you sign for classes like you would with like the improv stuff or stand up stuff. They also do scholarships too for people in need. Like, you know, for my
Yep.
birthday for the last couple of years, one thing I try to do is raise money to make enough money for the $185 for their tuition, so that way somebody else can go. Because I can pay my own way, but I would love to also donate money like I do to try and make sure somebody else can go, because this program is like just the best, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very helpful. Very informative. Teachers really care too. That's the thing.
Oh man, they do. Like,
Oh, you took the class too? Other guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
What is-
yeah,
what
and
is
I actually,
she
I'm just realizing we took it at the
doing?
same time. So I had to figure that out.
yeah.
Okay, well, that was wonderful. Y'all figured that out, and we are now coming to a close. Thank you for the gym of the week, my brother Tom. We have enjoyed your company tonight. Can we get a shout? Can we get a clap for Game Time Tom? Thank you, my brother. Thank you for coming
Thank
out. We appreciate you. Woke Tom is in the building. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Anybody got any words before we roll out? Dan?
I don't.
Malachi?
Much love to everybody rocking with us. As always, Tom and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Just love y'all, man. Much love to y'all. See y'all next week.
Game Time Tom. Any last words before we go?
Don't get yourself canceled.
Oh. I don't understand that, but is that in reference to Dave Chappelle?
No, it's something
Because
that
he should not get canceled.
Why did
It's-
you have to do that?
it's something Dan and I were going back and forth about. Dan was like, "Just be smart, Tom. Don't get yourself canceled."
Oh, okay. All right.
That was the one rule I had for Let's Go.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is Mask Off, episode 78, Game Time, featuring Game Time Tom, Comic Champ. Yeah, I said it. We said it, Comic Champ. And this has been our show, man. Once again, this is Mask Off, episode 78, Game Time. We out of here.
It's game time, baby.